Everyone, it's July 31st, 2017 at 9:41 p.m. And okay, so I have kind of exciting or more informational news about what's going on with my singing voice. I think like a month ago I made a video where I don't even know what I was saying because I didn't have concrete answers like I do now. I think I was just saying that like my range was like kind of starting to come back on the higher end. But here's what's going on. Here's what I know. At my first singing voice lesson yesterday, for the first time since like I don't know, months ago. We'll just say that. RuPaul's Drag Race was like on its fourth episode. I don't know. So like a while ago. And so I was taking voice lessons with this guy, and it didn't work out simply because I can't pay $85 a lesson. So one of my good friends is like an amazing singer and like went to school and college for music and has offered to help me out with singing lessons, which is incredible because he's doing it for free, and I'm just like, thank you. And the cool thing is that he knew my voice before I started T. So he knew my range and what I was capable of before, that I was able to hit like I don't know what my top note was. I think like a G. So like a high C is like here's the piano, even though it's much larger. Here's like the high end. Like I was like right here. And so there was a little more than like an octave left on the piano. I'm trying to say I could sing extraordinarily high. I was a legit soprano. Cool. So I knew that when I started testosterone, my voice was going to change, but I did not realize how much. And it's actually really interesting because my speaking voice has really changed dramatically from how high it was before. But like, if you obviously listen to me now, like no one would ever guess that I was on testosterone for 2 years. And I really don't give a fuck at this time. Like I really cared about it before, early in my transition, but like I just don't care anymore. So like, cool, this is how I sound. But yes. So, used to be a soprano. Then I started T, and the first, probably year, for sure the first 6 months was just a goddamn mess. I could barely sing anything without my voice cracking. Like, literally, it just sounded horrible. I mean, I really couldn't get notes out. I don't know if I can even imitate it. It was like, that's not an exaggeration. That's really what it sounded like. So it was really frustrating and very hard to deal with and very sad. But I just hit my 2-year mark in July, and I noticed, like, a couple months ago, by just, like, casually singing songs that like I was starting to kind of get like some stability back in my voice, and that I'm able to sing specifically the song that I realized this is on Dear Evan Hansen's Waving Through a Window. The highest note in that is a B, which like a B is like a high tenor in a male's voice. So I was like, oh, okay, like I can hit that. That's exciting. So I was like, this part of my range has like disappeared. Like I kind of have this. So we thought a B was the highest I could go. We were in voice lessons yesterday, and we went up 6 more notes. No, that was down here. No, hang on. We went up 2 more octaves in my voice, realizing that like a lot more is possible than what we originally thought. So basically, in a concise sentence, what ended up happening with my voice is I lost an entire octave off the top of my range. Gone. An octave is 8 notes. See ya. Never gonna happen again. I gained half an octave on the bottom. So, plus and minus, and then I still have like my, some notes that are still the same and pretty much sound the same, but are definitely going to need work on really like solidifying. So now, because like I'm a musical theater singer and that's the kind of singing that I do and I would like to continue to do, right now we just need to like, now kind of the goals are is to start figuring out like where is my belt in my voice now, where is like the certain part of my voice that like I can belt in, because before when I was a soprano I was able to sing, you know, like alphaba and stuff like that fit very comfortably in my range, and that honestly that wasn't even like the top of my range. I could sing even higher than that, and that's not where I'm at anymore. That I can hit, we just realized yesterday that I can hit the highest note of defying gravity, but like it doesn't sound the same as it did before. Like I can hit it, it doesn't sound bad, but it's right now that's not where my voice is like comfortable sitting. I don't know what's going to happen in a couple months. I don't know where I'll be in a year, but right now I can hit it, but it's not like I can stay here for like, you know, a minute or something like that. So I hope some of that made sense to people that play music or are singers. But yeah, I tried saying it the easiest way, is I lost an entire section on the top and gained a little bit on the bottom. So now my vocal range, instead of being a legit soprano, is a high tenor / alto. And a tenor is a male voice and an alto is a low voice for a female. So I'm in this weird like la la land of like being between the two. And I don't know if it'll change that. I mean, I don't think so. I'm not magically going to become a soprano, so that's probably what it'll be forever, because if I just were to say I'm an alto, then that doesn't like include the lower notes on a male voice that I can hit. So that's where I am right now. Yeah, it's been an interesting process. I don't want to get into like all of the depression that I've had surrounding it. Like last week I had like a horrible breakdown where I finally, like over 2 years of pent up anger of losing my voice, I finally just like cried so hard for like a half hour. That wasn't a fun day, but I'm moving forward, and it sucks that I lost an entire octave, and that does really disappoint me, and that does make me angry. But the fact that like I'm able to sing much higher than I thought I was able to, which gets into the higher-ish female notes, is still in my range, like that's really comforting to me, because I thought that wasn't possible at all. To go from like a B flat, again on a piano, much bigger, but like a B flat is like here, and we went up here, so we like skipped a lot. So that's what's going on. I hope this made sense. Have a good day.